Well, in case you missed last night's State of the Union, you missed a doozy. Donald Trump hit a home run by every single available measure. Republicans, even some Democrats, independents. The guy went out there and he essentially just listed the state America's in, the state we are in now, the place where we're going, the places where we've been. He introduced America's heroes. He was awesome on all fronts. He had just the right tone, didn't take a bunch of petty jabs at Democrats, gave a bunch of standing ovations lines. It was exactly how every president from this point forward should do the State of the Union. Don't take my word for it. Here's Donald Trump at the very beginning.
I am thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our military is completely rebuilt, with its power being unmatched anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. And for all of these reasons, I say to the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before.
I always love those applause lines that are clearly designed just to get applause. But yes, look, we're strong, and when you lay it all out the way he laid it out last night, it's hard to argue with the direction of the country. And understand something, before I play for you the rest of these clips and what happened, you really need to get this. The State of the Union is a campaign speech. I mean, every president has to pretend as if it's not. And we all have to do this thing. Look, it's the people's house, and we're not there to campaign. Everything is political, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is political. The beauty of the State of the Union is the President of the United States gets to get up there. The whole country watches. He gets to give a campaign speech. He has to give it in such a way so that it doesn't sound like a campaign speech, though. And that's what Donald Trump did so well. He got up, it wasn't like one of his rallies where he's giving people dumb nicknames and things like that. He has to sound very measured and presidential. And look, I'm not saying should get all the credit. It's just that everybody's back to work. Here he is.
Since my election, we have created 7 million new jobs, 5 million more than government experts projected during the previous administration. The unemployment rate is the lowest in over half a century. And very incredibly, the average unemployment rate under my administration is lower than any administration in the history of our country. Yeah.
What you didn't get to see there, we cut it off because you don't need to see that garbage, was Democrats sitting down. Again, I'm going to address this a little bit later on in the show, but do you understand what an image problem that creates for Democrats? When the president is talking about people back to work, have people never been out of work before? Look, I've lived a lot of different ways in this lifetime. I've done a lot of different things. I've lived all over the country. I happen to have been out of work before, and unless you have been, you have no idea what it's like watching the bills pile up with no more money coming in, looking across at your family and wondering, am I going to be able to buy them a Christmas gift this year or a breakfast next week? That is real stress the way most people will never understand. That's why when I talk about employment and low unemployment, that's why I get so passionate about it, because that is food on somebody's table. That's a new pair of shoes for some kids. That's a coat that actually keeps them warm in the wintertime. That's the reality of how people live. And you know why that's so important? Because if you don't have that, you don't care about anything else. Don't tell me about abortion or immigration. Just get me a job. Once you have a job, then we can talk about everything else. So when Democrats just sit there and look angry about the fact we have record low unemployment, it does not look anti-Trump, it looks anti-American, and that's something that party can ill afford. Trump talked about health care, an issue that he thinks is a winner for Democrats, so he tried to cut that off.
But as we work to improve Americans' health care, there are those who want to take away your health care, take away your doctor, and abolish private insurance entirely. 132 lawmakers in this room have endorsed legislation to impose a socialist takeover of our healthcare system, wiping out the private health insurance plans of 180 million very happy Americans. To those watching at home tonight, I want you to know we will never let socialism destroy American health care.
Get used to Donald Trump using that word a lot between now and November, the word being socialism. He understands how that word scares Americans, and as it should. I mean, it killed 100 million people in the 20th century. It should scare people a lot. Democrats are now openly running on it. At least one of them is. In fact, many people would call Bernie Sanders the leading Democrat in the field and calls himself a Democrat socialist. That is not ideal if you're the Democrat Party, and so Trump is going to try to hang that millstone around their neck from now until forever. Now, the past couple days, I have paid homage to the great Rush Limbaugh, who has advanced lung cancer, and what I thought was a really, really cool moment, Donald Trump invited him to the State of the Union, and then, as you will see from this video, awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I know that's a big, big, big thing for Rush. It's really cool.
And Rush, in recognition of all that you have done for our nation, the millions of people a day that you speak to and that you inspire, and all of the incredible work that you have done for charity, I am proud to announce tonight that you will be receiving our country's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I will now ask the First Lady of the United States to present you with the honor, please.
That is as good as it gets. Oh, but wait, there's more. The moment that my wife turns to me and says, I'm getting goosebumps right now, was this moment, the moment a military family was reunited on national television last night. This is the last of the State of the Union stuff I'm going to show you, well, except for the Pelosi stuff. But for now, just sit back and enjoy this, people.
Amy, your family's sacrifice makes it possible for all of our families to live in safety and in peace, and we want to thank you. Thank you, Amy. But Amy, there is one more thing. Tonight we have a very special surprise. I am thrilled to inform you that your husband is back from deployment. He is here with us tonight, and we couldn't keep him waiting any longer.
Pretty cool moment. Again, Masterful political moment as well. Don't think that's an accident, ladies and gentlemen. That's bread and butter Americana. You have to vote for Bernie Sanders if you hate that kind of moment.